Your Honor, good morning. Richard T. Serrano, P33828, appearing on behalf of my client here to my right, purpose of sentencing. Please state your name, sir.
Marquinhos person.
All right, good morning. Okay, so today is the date scheduled for sentencing in this matter on your client's plea to possession of drug paraphernalia, as well as a bond violation.
That's correct, Your Honor.
So let's handle the bond violation first, counsel.
Your Honor, we've discussed the matter. My client is well aware that the court imposed bond conditions. One of them was no use of any drugs or alcohol that was not prescribed. He is here to plead guilty to the fact that he did test positive for cocaine on August 30th, 2023. And we'll address the court as to what's happening with Mr. Person.
Okay, Mr. Person, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear from the testimony about to give this to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. And sir, you heard the plea that your attorney indicated, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And as to the allegation that you tested positive for cocaine on August 8th, as well as failing to test on August 20th, as ordered as a condition of your bond in this matter, how do you plead?
Yes.
And you understand that you have the right to have a contested hearing in this matter.
Yes.
And by entering into this plea, you will not have that contested hearing.
Yes.
You also understand the possible penalty as a result of your plea, correct?
Yes.
And knowing all that, you still want to continue with your plea.
Yes.
Okay, you understand this court could sentence you to jail,
Yes, Your Honor.
and you still want to continue with your plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anybody promised you anything, threatened you, or coerced you in any way for you to enter into a plea?
No, Your Honor.
All right, and counsel, if you could please order your client.
Mr. Person, were you subjected to bond conditions from this court for this charge? Yes. And one of the conditions were no drugs or alcohol that were not prescribed to you, is that correct? Yes. And over a period of the time when these matters were pending, did you miss one appointment and did you test positive using cocaine on the other? Yes. And you know that was in violation of the bond conditions, correct? Yes. I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied the plea is knowing, voluntary, and factually accurate. The court will accept your plea to the bond violation. And counsel asks the sentencing as to that.
Your Honor, this folds into the other reason we're here, the sentencing. My client did miss his last court date because he called me and also advised the court his wife was hospitalized. He had no one to watch his children. She was taken to emergency. So that's why we're here today. Your Honor, there's been a lot of my client's plate regarding his family. He is working, Your Honor, but he works very sparingly because he's on a workers' comp through True Green. He's been treating for his injuries. Also, Your Honor, voluntarily, he has started to go to AA and NA meetings on his own. No one's ordered him to do that. There's no other cases pending. He's not on probation or parole anywhere else. He's dealing with anxiety and depression, Your Honor, for a couple of reasons. His wife's condition, his lack of work, less funds coming into the household, and one of his sons, his own son, has been diagnosed as autistic. He's nonverbal, so the family's dealing with that. Your Honor, we don't offer these matters of excuses. Pretty much he hit it on the head. He said, I'm self-medicating when I shouldn't be. So he's acknowledged the fact that he needs some treatment. He's seeking it on his own, but with the court's guidance, I'm sure if the court sentences him to something other than jail, perhaps he can get treatment. We would ask for the recommendation. Well, do you want me to address the sentencing as well, Your Honor?
Yes, you can.
It's fines and incarceration, Your Honor. I don't know if the court sentences in Wayne County Jail, if there's any treatment facilities left in the jail that he could do while he was there. So that wouldn't be helping him. I asked the court to consider putting this forward for a jail review, that my client continue to test, that my client continue to go to the matters and working with his doctor and with the treatment that he's pretty much voluntarily submitted himself to. And he would need time to pay any fines and costs, Your Honor. Everything else is accurate. He has 2 children at home, and as I say, he's dealing with a wife that is real healthy. So, leave it to the court's discretion.
Sir, you are wanted out of Indiana. I'm sorry?
I didn't know I was one in Indiana. I haven't lived there in 14, 15 years.
Well, let's. I've never seen this charge. Battery by body waste.
Oh, I remember that.
Don't, we better not say anything about the facts in case.
Okay. And then also theft and resisting law enforcement.
What year was that talking about?
2006.
With warrants, I always like to say that if my client was public enemy number one, they probably would have got him by now. 17 years, I understand he has to address that, but he's not been a bad person in this state, at least. In this case.
Well, that's not actually accurate either, counsel. I don't know where Gaines is, but he has a conviction in 2007 for controlled substance use. Is that Indiana or is that in Michigan?
James.
Yes.
I believe it's Michigan.
Okay. Then also in 2008, felony assault intent to rob while armed in both two charges in Flint. Then Farmington Hills in 2019, operating while intoxicated, and 2021 lying to a peace officer during a serious misdemeanor investigation. So, your clients had some problems here as well.
He has, Your Honor, yes, but nothing where he's actively on probation or parole, correct, sir?
Correct.
Sir,
Yes.
what I heard from your attorney is that you're having some financial difficulties right now, in addition to some additional stress because of various family situations, correct?
Yes, ma'am. My doctor diagnosed me recently with anxiety and depression. He has me on Lax Pro and S is something. But since then, I have continued to test, and I've continued to test negative. I still been tested.
Okay, but sir, what, you don't have, you're stressed financially, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And yet you're spending money on cocaine.
I've made some poor decisions. But I'm back on the right track. I'm dealing with doctors and my doctor, I'm dealing with therapists. I'm going to physical therapy. I'm dealing with my Dr. Michael Francis about my anxiety and depression. And I have a case manager nurse, and she's helping me. I'm getting all the help that I possibly can. And it's turning around. And I've been doing a lot better with the help that they're providing me, and they're continuing to provide me with the help, and they're giving me recommendations on places to go and see more help. That's to turn things around.
Okay, but in the meantime, sir, you haven't taken care of your matter in Indiana.
Well, since I've lived in Indiana, I have went to prison for 10 years, and I came home, and I have never heard anything about the Indiana case until now.
Sir, it doesn't just go away.
Yeah, I never. I mean,
It doesn't just go away. And usually when you're released on parole or released from prison, they're telling you what warrants you still have.
they said nothing about that. I'd spent 2 years on parole, and no one said anything about Indiana to me.
And in all these other courts that you've been on probation for, not one court has indicated.
Not one has said anything about Indiana.
You'll address it now, though, won't you? sir?
Yes, I will call there and I will see what means it takes for me to take care of it. When I came home, in order to get my license, I had to take care of all of my tickets. I took care of all of that when I came home. I was taking care of all of those things in order to put things back in the way that I can proceed in life and on a better path. And I would have took care of the Indiana situation had I known. And now that I do know, I will take care of it.
Sir, the purpose of probation is to allow somebody the opportunity to utilize the rehabilitative conditions that they are given as conditions of probation so that they do not reoffend. You have 8 prior convictions, plus the pending matter in Indiana. And it doesn't appear as though you are a candidate for probation. Further, you were on bond and this court ordered you to participate in random testing and you didn't follow the conditions of bond.
I didn't know the way of everything was gonna fall on me the way it did, and then I start self-medicating. I didn't foresee everything happened to me. I mean, my son was just diagnosed with autism. My wife got 2 broken legs with blood clots in them. I'm suffering, and I found out that I was suffering from anxiety and depression. If I could somehow change all of that, I would, but now that I've learned and I have the help that I need necessary to deal with the situation, I just ask for a second chance to prove myself and to stay home and take care of my family and do things right. And I can promise you that you won't be disappointed.
Well, sir, so you receive this information and instead of being there to tackle the issues firsthand, you have chosen to self-medicate with cocaine.
It just overwhelmed me. There's no excuse. I was overwhelmed. I was trying to, and it took me by surprise, everything. But now I have help and I have people to talk to and I have people that I can go to that's going to help me through everything.
Well, sir, here's what I'm going to do. As to the bond violation, I'm going to indicate 7 days jail. As to the sentencing on your matter for possession of drug paraphernalia, I'm going to indicate 60 days jail. I'm going to suspend 45 days. You're going to serve 15. That's in addition to the 7 days on the bond violation.
Your Honor, are there any
We're going
credit days?
I'm sorry, just 1 moment, please. We'll do a jail review. November 8th at 10 a.m. You are to continue with random testing, sir. You're to clear up your Indiana warrant. And you are to obtain employment. Because according to the report, you are self-employed with a clothing line.
No, I worked for True Green. My truck was
Oh,
T-boned.
yes, you also.
He is on workers' comp this time, Your Honor. He does have some physical limitations, but we'll try to seek employment if that's the court.
What is the status of your workers' comp claim, sir?
I just recently had an MRI. They said my C6 was protruding, so I attend physical therapy and see a doctor for that as well.
Does the doctor know that you use cocaine?
Yes, I recently told.
All right, anything else, counsel? There's not any credit, no. He wasn't in custody.